Welcome to Chandra Anime channel. My name is Shar and I am back with BNA episode 2nd review. So I just watched the first episode and I gave my few impression of how I felt about the anime, and I was kinda excited for the second episode, so let's get on with the review. So the episode starts with our character Michiru, who is our main protagonist, who has turned into a tanuki, who I think is a fox or a raccoon. She claims that she's a raccoon, but everybody says that she is a fox. And the second character, Shiro Ogami, who is the wolf in the anime. They are fighting on the streets, and not fighting on the street. Like the last episode, they were fighting uh, the other beastmen, and in this episode, they are kind of just progressing forward. So let's start off with it. So Shiro takes Michiru to a doctor or the director of the Anima City something, I don't remember. It was the director. He takes it and the director confirms that Michiru is in fact a beastman. So even though Michiru tells that she was a human before and now she has turned into a beastman, she can't turn back into human. So that's interesting. And also one other thing that I found interesting is that Anima City, the people that live in Anima City, who are basically beastmen, actually live in a human form and not in the beast form, which I don't really know why, but it is what it is, I guess. So we all get that, and Michiru is staying with, I don't know, Shiro Ogami, where he stays, and the next day comes up and Michiru has to go and register herself as a beastman. Apparently that's the thing, and there is again a rule that comes forward in at this point of time, is that beastmen sort their rivalries, like they sort their differences by fighting each other, which is kind of interesting. They just turn into beasts from the human form and they just fight out their differences, and who is the strongest one wins. That's the rule, which is quite interesting. So in the first episode we see a monkey kind of person. Is that what I'm supposed to call him? A monkey person who goes and steals Michiru's wallet from her tail. Apparently she keeps her wallet inside her tail, and he steals her wallet. Now Michiru, where she is there, she spots the monkey guy stealing another guy's wallet, and she goes and tracks him down and confronts him, and the monkey guy has not got his wallet. So from the first episode we saw that there was a mink or a weasel kind of a character that helped Michiru get to the island Anima City in the first place. She tells Michiru that your wallet might be at a place called the Rabbit Town. The Rabbit Town is unlike anything a rabbit town. It's more like a deserted town run by mafia or the yakuza. In this case they are the yakuza. It's run by beast women yakuza, and grandma is the, I don't know, the head of the whole operation, and she has Michiru's wallet. So grandma says that Michiru should do her a favor to get the wallet back. So what Michiru does is the grandma asks Michiru to teach the children that are staying over there to read and write. So that's what they do. But it turns out that there was a sinister plan for teaching them to read and write. So that unfolds afterwards. So there is this, I don't know, other mafia that is working, like grandma is under another main mafia guy who they are supposed to pay out money to, and they don't have the money, so they decide to conduct a criminal activity, I would say. I don't know what I'm supposed to say and not say on YouTube nowadays, but they decide to give the children away in return of cash, money in return of money apparently. And Michiru gets stuck with them, and Michiru is also one of the person who is being given away. So this whole thing happens. Michiru gets quite agitated. She's getting bit, I don't know. She becomes like really angry about the whole situation, like how beastmen can give away their own kind and stuff like that. And she is trying to save herself and the kids from being given away. So this all happens, and our second guy that we know, Shiro Ogami, who is the wolf, comes up later on and saves her and manages to free the kids and Michiru. Now this is where I kinda don't like Michiru's attitude, that she is always crying and whining about things. Like Shiro Ogami, who is a person, he's kind of like an aide to the cops, so he has to arrest those mafia people. So he needs to find evidence for actually arresting them. If there is no evidence, there is no arresting. That's pretty simple. That fact I don't think Michiru can understand, because I don't know what her problem is. She goes all about how could you have let that happen? Why didn't you save us before? Before that. So Shiro says that we have to find evidence beforehand before arresting them, but Michiru just goes on all about, did you even think about these children, stuff like that. I don't really like Michiru. I'm gonna say it. I'll be straightforward and I say it. I don't like Michiru at all. She is a whiny little girl who has been turned into a beast animal, which is sad, but I don't really understand what her deal is. She comes off a little bit whiny, and she says that she doesn't really like the Anima City and the Beastmen overall in general, and she's a human and wants to turn back into a human. So that was the second episode. A really not that bad episode, I guess. We saw that the Beastmen, the Anima City, has two different sides. One was, last episode there was a festival going on, happy place, but now we see that there is the mafia, the yakuza involved in the Anima City also. So it's not all fun and games apparently. So yeah, that was the second episode. I would say it was a decent episode, and I'm looking forward to episode 3. I'll be making a video about it after today only. So thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe.